This is very disturbing to see, but it's also something that should not be avoided in Syria, right?
Of course, I mean,
when we're talking to...
this is the reality.
Today begins our Syria food road trip from Damascus to Aleppo. Along the way, we'll eat Manakeesh in a mountain village where they still speak Aramaic. Eat the juiciest lamb in a pan you can imagine.
So soft and just a puddle of lamb juice.
Oh man, wow.
Explore the colorful markets of Homs, and taste a few unique Syrian dishes you have to try in Hama.
Oh, it's a great touch.
But be prepared. Coming out of 13 years of civil war, some of the things you'll see are heartbreaking.
Man, it's just so beautiful, but at the same time, you cannot deny the extreme hardship and destruction that people have gone through.
But my goal is to show you another side of Syria.
Oh, this is really cool, within a slot canyon.
That if you're like me, you've probably never really seen before. We'll learn about a 2,000-year-old monastery, hear stories from some of the most resilient people I've ever met.
He tried never to leave the place, even during the problem.
These are all bullet holes, what he patched. Oh, that aroma.
And try a Syrian dish worth coming to Hama just to eat. After about a 1-hour drive from Damascus, we're starting with breakfast in the historical mountain village of Malula.
Hey everyone, good morning. We are in Malula, which is a village where they still speak Aramaic in the mountains of Syria. We're gonna eat here and we'll do some sightseeing, and then we're gonna continue on today for more food. But we're at the first place. Oh. Yes, Rami, good morning.
Good morning.
Malula.
Maaloula, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh man. What are we eating first?
Maybe we first eat the muhammara with the cheese, and it's really delicious here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that something they're famous for here?
It's famous here, yeah.
All right.
Especially this little shop. He has been there even before when we have the golden age of tourism. He has been there for more than 30 years. So meet Mr. Abu Tony.
Oh yes, Mr. Abu Tony. Good morning. Good morning, very good morning.
Here the local cheese. We have the black olive.
Okay. That's
And
Saj,
this is,
Saj bread.
Yes, exactly. This is the canvas.
Okay. Is that muhammara? Muhammara goes on. Yeah, so muhammara is a mixture of walnuts, tomatoes, pepper paste, spices and seasonings. Oh, so this one is muhammara and cheese.
Cheese, yes.
Okay, now this one has cheese and mint. One of my favorites is za'atar, a mixture of thyme. There's olive oil, sesame seeds, and oregano too. So a mixture of herbs. Oh, za'atar is one of the great seasonings of life. Oh, a nice dollop of za'atar goes on. Spread that around just hydrated with olive oil. A nice thick coating. Oh, another version. What is this one?
Zaytun.
Zaytun, olives.
Zaytun, yes.
Oh, okay.
That would be
Oh,
cheese.
olive, carrots, cardamom, and cheese goes on. Oh, what a combination. Oh, this one is plain bread, and then they put lebanais. Lebanais is like a cream, almost like dried yogurt. And olives. Yes. Oh, and the olive oil. We're eating what is called Manakeesh, which is the bread cooked on the saj, and then there's so many different toppings that you can order that you can eat. Oh, and then once they're done, they're just folded over. All those ingredients are sizzled within.
Hi.
We are surrounded by a sea of Manakeesh.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, I think the one that I'm most looking forward to, should we
Yeah.
begin with that one? The muhamara with cheese. Check it out. Just stuffed within the bread. Oh, plastered together with the cheese. Okay, let's try this one first.
Let's do it. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
That's so good. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is so good. Cheese is just melted and
God.
stretchy. With the flavor of the
Tomato,
muhammara?
the muhammara,
Yeah.
the pepper.
the nuttiness, the
I think it's
pepperiness.
perfect. And here, actually, they do it really, really well.
Oh, it's a perfect harmony of flavors too.
It gently bites the tongue. So, wow.
And just totally like is a harmony of that cheese plus that peppery tomatoey paste.
Yes.
It's good. The bread itself is also really nice. Not too thick, not too thin. And with a little bit of a chewiness to it.
Let's try the labneh and olive.
All right, and get a look on the inside of this one. Loaded with the Lebanon. Oh, and the mint in there too. Olives, olive oil, Lebanon, mint.
Wow.
Another outstanding combination. Lebanese yogurt that's been just dehydrated and condensed.
Exactly. Dried.
So it has that. Okay.
Yeah. And also the olive, actually, the bitterness of the olive here is really, really good with the salt of the labneh. Wow.
And just that little bit of mint to
Yes.
give it a little boost of herbal flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Wow. I think the hero here is the bread. The bread is made in such a way that it's not too thin, not too thick, and it's really the perfect amount.
Slightly
of,
crispy,
Slightly crispy, yeah, that's right.
slightly chewy.
Yeah,
Yeah, the texture is fantastic.
yeah.
Oh, that's really tasty. Next up for the za'atar.
Okay.
Oh, man. Za'atar is one of the most simple but greatest seasonings, spices ever. I like how they just, he gave a full, even coating of za'atar. And it still remains juicy from that olive oil. Oh. Oh, that is some crazy good za'atar. Oh, man.
Wow.
The sourness.
delicious.
What's
The
the sourness
sourness,
coming
yeah.
from? Is that sumac or is it?
I think they add some sumac.
Or-
I'm not sure, to be honest, because there is two types of za'atar. The brown one, which is the sumac, sesame and so on. But this one is, the main component is oregano. That's what it gives it the green color.
Oh, so not even that much time. It's more based on oregano.
I think the thyme has this kind of taste, but I don't think there is sumac inside. Something else.
There's something sour, yeah, making it like
Something sour.
minty
yeah.
or sour.
Yeah.
Maybe the oregano as well, and the sesame seeds in there.
Yeah.
The olive oil. Oh, that's some next level za'atar.
Wow, that's really good. Yeah.
I love za'atar. Yeah, that is extraordinary.
Wow.
Okay, before we start exploring, can't miss the opportunity for some coffee. Yes. Oh, that's good. Breakfast was excellent, and now, well, it's really windy here. We're off to do a little bit of sightseeing in Malula. First with a view of the village and the mountains. Oh man, what a view over the town where two mountains come together, the rugged rocks. This is a majority Christian village, and so you'll see a lot of crosses, you'll see a lot of churches and monasteries in this village as well. Wow, that view, that wind coming off the mountains, that view is incredible. So rocky, just surrounded by mountains. Man, it's just so beautiful. People are some of the friendliest, most welcoming people you'll ever meet. But at the same time, you cannot avoid or deny the extreme hardship and destruction that people have gone through. And so even when you look around, you will see lots and lots of destruction. Buildings. Right behind us is a hotel that was totally destroyed. Now next up, right where we ate actually, we're stopping in a monastery.
This is the monastery of Sergius and Bacchus. They were two of the first martyrs in Christianity, actually. So, actually, they dedicate this church after their names, and this is one of the oldest churches. It goes back to 325. You can see
Almost 2,000 years old.
Exactly, yeah. It was a pagan temple, by the way, dedicated to the god of sun, and then it's turned into a Christian church.
Oh, okay.
So basically, they kept the same structure. We have the altar inside, also goes back to the pagan era. So she will say our Father in Arabic and then in Aramaic. So she will say it twice. Now Arabic.
أبانا الذي في السماوات ليتقدس اسمك ليأتي ملكوتك لتكن مشيئتك كما في السماء كذلك على الأرض أعطنا خبزنا كفاف يومنا.
Almost 2,000 years old. Just so peaceful. Oh, thank you. Shukran. This is the wine that they make at the monastery?
At the monastery, yeah. That's
Okay.
right. Actually, there are a lot of caves in Malula, and they use these caves to ferment,
Okay.
to store the wine.
Great.
Yeah.
Monastery wine. So this is some of the sweet wine first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. That is sweet and nice. Okay, and this one is the dry wine. Shukran. Cheers, Rami. Dry is still a little bit sweet, but good.
Yeah, it has a little bit sweetness, yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like the dry one.
Actually, I prefer the
I like the dry one too, yeah.
It's called maz.
Maz.
Maz. So this is the main hotel in Malula. It's called Safir, means ambassador in Arabic. And actually this was the only hotel, actually, the 5-star hotel that people stay here. Before the war, if you come as a tourist, you can stay a day or two in Malula, enjoy the visuals, enjoy the nature. You don't have to do it quickly. And you would have stayed here before the war. Unfortunately, it was destroyed because Nusra Front attacked the place and they took it as headquarters because it's really the highest place in Malula. And yeah, you can see the destruction.
Oh man,
Yeah.
really sad.
It's really sad, yeah.
Yeah.
This was once the reception hall. The reception officer would
Yeah.
really welcome
Check
you.
into the hotel right
check-
here.
Yeah. Just, when you close your eyes and you imagine how it looked like.
Yeah.
Like maybe a background music and an officer, a lady or a gentleman with a beautiful smile would welcome you and you would sit and
Incredible
check
views.
in. There is a swimming pool outside. There is a very beautiful landscape and so on. Yeah, so also you can see the stuff
Oh, there's even like
of
a
the people here. So,
even like a
I mean,
check-in.
it's hanging, yeah, since then.
check-in.
Yeah.
Wow. This is very disturbing to see and also hard to see, but it's also something that should not be avoided in Syria, right?
Of course.
When we're-
I mean,
when we're talking to
This is the reality.
Yeah,
Yes, of course. I mean, there are places that are, peaceful, never touched by the war. But on the other hand, there are places that were affected by the war, and we should really give both sides to give the complete image. I think.
Yeah. And all as much as we are aiming to show the positivity, which is there's so much of it which overwhelms the negativity, we still can't avoid it, I think, yeah, and can't forget it either. And now at the moment is or there's certain parts of
There are
country where they're
certain
still
parts of
still unstable?
Syria that are unstable and conflicted. We are talking about the northwest of Syria.
Okay.
But I mean, the majority of territories are now stable and safe. The major cities are under the control of the government. So, yes, we can say that pretty much the majority of the place is safe. Yeah.
Great. So many of us, myself, live comfortable, don't really think about war, destruction, conflict. But here, I mean, it was very much a part of everyone's life for over 13 years. And I mean, conflict in this region that in our lifetimes. All right, from here, we're moving on to go a little hiking and on to a monastery. So we're still within the village, but again, surrounded by mountains and rocks, walking through a gorge now.
Yeah.
And following the footsteps of
Saint Thecla.
Saint Thecla.
Saint Thecla is a sacred lady, and she was one of the first ladies to join Christianity, influenced by Saint Paul the Apostle.
Oh, wow.
Actually, she went through this gorge, and there is a very interesting story about her. I will share it later. But for the meantime, she actually walked through this gorge, and in the end of this gorge, she built her monastery. And she lived her entire life here, and she died there, and the shrine of Saint Thecla is there.
And we have to hike up quite a lot of stairs to get to the shrine at the top. Wow. Step inside. This is the shrine monastery built within the cave. Oh, and we go inside?
Yeah, we'll go inside actually. The shrine is inside. So we are talking about Saint Thecla. These three icons actually represent the story of her. So we start from the left with Saint Thecla escaping from Macedonia because her parents actually were pagans. So she was influenced by Paul the Apostle teachings, and she joined Christianity in secret. But her father knew about it and he locked her. But she managed to escape, and the soldiers of her father followed her, and she reached to a dead end until she started to pray, right? And then the mountain split, and hence the gorge that we just went inside.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is why the gorge represents the pilgrimage, the Christian pilgrimage, because it's after the footsteps of Saint Thecla. So she went inside and she built her monastery here, and she stayed here forever, and she started to really influence other people to join Christianity.
Wow.
So we have here the sacred oil. They say mantras or prayers on it, and then they dip the cotton, like a piece of cotton, with this this oil, and then they keep it in this kind of package, and so the people can take it back home and bless themselves by maybe wiping their forehead or something.
Wow. Beautiful. Such a special place. Such an incredible story. Wow, that was an incredible place. So special, so meaningful. Oh, okay.
الصيفويثة تحشيبة عيزل عصليبة شجا يرحو شبع يوم لحمة ملا اختيبة.
Since a long time, he has this shop, and actually he tried never to leave the place, even during the problem. So the Nusra actually took this place, but he insisted to stay, but then it was really not possible to stay anymore, so he left for a short time, and then when Malula was liberated, he came back to his shop. Let me show you inside, actually.
سلمت وثخ.
Salmet Othach.
My first Aramaic word, salmet otha.
Salmet Othach.
Salmet otha. Together?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Shukran. Ooh, that's a nice wine.
Drink
Oh,
cafe.
very good wine.
Yeah, wine. Original.
Original Malula wine. Oh, that's great. Cheers to Mr. Michael. He is a legend. So, something you'll notice about Syrian people, and Michael is an incredible demonstration of the resilience, the strength of the people. And you can even look around his shop, there's bullet holes in the fridge and in the shutters. They said they tried to shoot here in his shop, but he's so resilient. He held strong, unlike anything I can imagine. Cheers to Mr. Michael. Wow. The shutters are now open, despite like unimaginable hardship. Wow. Mr. Michael pops out of the shop with a bag, snacking on a bag of Syrian chips.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Michael.
Maaloula, American.
Oh, what a positive man. When you start sharing us, oh, that's really good. Start sharing his snack. Potato, crispy, barbecue flavor. That's great. Oh, Mr. Michael, shukran.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Next is a roadhouse, and they serve really very good, delicious, special kind of meal. Let's go and see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was just about a 45-minute drive, but we've made it to the restaurant. It's a huge restaurant. Oh, and the aroma coming from here smells great.
It's a very well-known roadhouse, let's say.
Like on the side of the road.
The side
like
of
a road
the road,
stop.
and yeah, exactly. And everybody it's essential stop, you know.
When you're driving along this road.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
And it's very good place to have lunch here. They have the best lamb and chicken, and they do this kind with dough, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's really one of the best.
Okay. Oh, and a lot of sweets at the front as well. Hello. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Syria. You'll never receive so many welcomes in any country ever. So this restaurant is dedicated to lamb. They serve up huge amounts of lamb here. And one of their most famous dishes is this type of kebab in a whole pan, which is then baked in the oven. Oh, the fat sprinkled on. A little sprinkle of salt and pepper. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is it called, though?
It's called lahme بالصينية.
A slice of the lamb fat. Is that the tail fat?
Fat.
Fat, yes. Onions go in.
Onion.
Okay. Oh, the juiciness of the onions. Oh, the splatter. Oh, and you really smell the onion juice, pulverized onion juice. And that's quite a fine grind as well, the lamb. Okay. He makes these little indentations with his thumb into the pan patty of meat, and then tomatoes go right on. Oh, that's gonna be so juicy. Okay, and then that's walked directly over to the oven. That meat patty in the pan goes directly into the oven. That's gonna bake. All those juices are gonna come together. But in the meantime, he's busy baking other types of flatbread as well. Oh, the bubbling za'atar. And the aromas coming from the oven, the breads, the lamb. I'm getting actually quite hungry today. Oh, there's a small puddle of lamb juice at the bottom and fat right out of the oven. Oh, he bare hands it right out of the oven. What a move. Okay, I think that's ours. Is that ours? Oh, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go eat immediately while it's hot and fresh. Served with a whole base of, looks like a special type of bread as well. The lamb juice. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, and the food. inside. Okay. Oh, all the nuts on top. Oh, nuts and raisins, I think. Almonds and cashews. Oh, that looks great.
So the name is lahme بالصينية. It translates into lamb in the plate.
All
Something
right.
like this, yeah.
All right.
And so they bake it in the oven.
And that's the way to really preserve the juices because it's all
Right.
all the lamb is contained within that pan. You ready for the reveal? But we will untuck it, pull back the bread. Oh yes, it's just like a giant patty of lamb with all the juice. You see the vegetables have kind of charred, the edges have kind of charred. All right, here we go. You can get some of the tomato. All right, go ahead, Rami.
All right, I'll take
Scoop up, blanket it, scoop it up.
maybe this one,
Making sure to get some of those, just let that bread absorb.
a little bit.
Oh, look at all that meat juice. All right, man.
Oh man, wow.
Yes. Oh, that's some next level lamb. Oh man, it's really flavorful. And the only spices that I used, salt and black pepper. No other spices.
That's it.
The juiciness of the onion, the tartness of the tomato, and that's all. Just the freshness, the quality of the lamb. So soft and just a puddle of lamb juice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Incredible. It's like a giant pan. It's like a giant lamb burger. Oh, so you were telling me they have their own ayran here.
Yes, actually, this ayran is from sheep, and it has really totally different taste. It's like more dense,
Okay.
and salty, and yeah, it's really really good. And the combination with this kind of lamb is
Perfect.
yeah.
And then not forgetting about that fresh ayran. Oh man. Oh, that is thick and sour. It's really thick, really buttery. Has a sourness to it and almost like that little fermentation
Yes, yes,
fizz to it, like a
exactly, yeah.
fizz, almost a
Yes.
carbonation. Lamb is just outstanding. That's
really
incredibly tasty. Yeah. And then we also got some of the rice with chicken. And it's a dish.
Similar to mandi, it's called kabse. I think it's totally different. The
Oh,
way they
kabse.
cook it is different.
Oh, okay.
The mandi is
Okay.
underground sometimes, and the kabse is cooked normally, but they use spices. They use saffron. Saffron is
all
the
right.
main component of
right.
kabse.
All right. I'll grab some of that rice. Oh, that's a mountain, small mountain of rice on the plate. Really fragrant. Saffron. There's tomatoes. There's onions in here. I love all the fried nuts. And then that chicken. Looks like it's a kind of like a roasted braised chicken. Taste it first. Oh yeah, that's really aromatic. Really fluffy too. There you go. Just light spices, seasonings, pepper.
Yes, the pepper. I think the pepper is the dominant component. With the nuts also,
Yeah.
it's really crispy and
And also raisins. I think raisins in there as well. Little raisins giving us some sweetness. That's a great combination though. The rice is so aromatic and so perfectly like oiled grains of rice. And then it's also served with this tomato sauce.
yeah.
It's almost like just pure pureed tomato. Just giving it a tart sweetness, more for a very refreshing, like a pickle on the side of a rice dish almost. Both dishes are excellent, actually. Okay, and then we also got some fava beans, which you dip in salt, cumin,
Exactly.
and this can be just a snack or a light meal. Oh, I love fava beans.
So sometimes they remove the skin like this.
Oh, yeah.
Remove the skin,
And then you just eat the bean on the
and
inside.
then you just
Okay.
take it. So yeah, you eat the bare one.
Wow. And then you just got the starchy
Never-
inside of the bean.
When you remove the bean, it's the scalp is softer. So the more advanced way is to take the bean itself and then to do it like this a little bit, and then do this, and
Oh,
then throw
nice.
it in your mouth like that.
Pop it in. Oh, yeah.
No.
That's the way. Thank you. And also this town or this village that we're passing through is very well known for the harise? Harise. Semolina dessert topped with pistachios. Oh, it is pretty good. Oh, yeah. It is actually very good. The semolina, the syrup, the flavor of the crispy pistachios is what's making it. Very good. Thank you. Shukran. Shukran. Thank you. Thank you very much. Shukran. Okay. Well, that was a great meal, cool location, quite a green theme, neon green themed restaurant. It's an absolute must stop when you are passing along the highway on your way from Damascus to Homs. And actually, we're en route to Homs. That's the next stop. On our way to the city of Homs. Welcome to the city of Homs. This is the third largest city in Syria. This city is known for having very fertile soil, so they grow a lot of things. And actually, we're gonna walk around the ancient city, but first, Rami said we need to try this famous sweet that's from the city. Oh, this is the spot.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
حبيب القلب.
Shukran.
Welcome, madam.
Oh, it's cold. Wait, so Rami, what do we have here?
So it's called halawat al-jibn, the sweet of cheese. And it is the cheese dough, and inside there is curd and pistachio, and it has the rose water.
What a warm welcome to Homs. I fell asleep on the ride here, so I'm still waking up, but immediately presented with this specialty dessert. Oh, this is something totally different than I was expecting. And what is the wrapper on the outside? That's cheese skin?
That's
or?
a cheese dough.
Cheese dough.
Cheese dough, yeah.
Oh, so it's like cheese with dough
rose
in it.
water, rose water and some semolina.
And then you've got curd on the inside, so that's making it creamy. And then you've got the fragrance of the rose water, shavings of pistachio on top. Oh, this is really good.
Yes, yeah.
Something really, really unique and cold and refreshing. Look at this one. This one is huge. And it's like it looks like a wedding cake almost with rice and cheese dough, I think. It's huge. Oh, we're trying it. He reached in with a spoon. Oh, it's almost like a lollipop. Oh, that's a huge dollop. Looks somewhere between cheese dough and cotton candy. Try it out. Oh.
Welcome.
Oh, it's kind of cheesy and doughy. Sweet. And again, rose water. Oh, that's very unique.
Syria. Home.
Syria. Homs. Oh, delivery.
Can you give a hand here?
So that's from the factory. Giant trays of that dessert. Okay, so from here, we're gonna take a little walk around the ancient city of Homs.
This market was restored again.
Okay.
And the whole thing that you see now is restoration. But I mean, look how resilient are the people. They just built their houses or their shops from scratch, and they started to sell again.
And yeah, looking around the buildings, you'll see a lot of destroyed buildings as well. But amazing that they can rebuild, come back, and yeah, just again the resilience of the Syrian people. So we're right in the center of the souk market. Looks like a market where you can come to buy daily necessities, especially the latest in fashion clothing, pants and jackets and blankets and all sorts of things. So we're stopping. We saw at the edge of the market, there's a man selling fava beans. He dishes out the fava beans and then also some of the fava bean juice, the water, boiled the fava beans that you drink at the same time. Cool spot. Make sure you don't slide it. Oh, mine just, oh, there we go. Pop the skin. Pop the skin, but you're still holding the skin.
Yeah.
Dip it into the sumac, the cumin and a little bit of salt. Pop it right in your mouth. Great fava beans. Yes.
Actually, the
Very
sumac
good.
is really good. The addition
Yeah.
of the sumac
Oh,
is
yeah.
very smart.
That gives it a nice sourness.
They
Oh, I
don't
love
do
sumac.
this in Damascus. In Homs, they add the sumac.
That's a good touch.
Very smart.
It's a great touch. And that's protein, that's starch, that's nutritious, that's really healthy. That's a power snack in homes.
Yes. But because it makes you a little bit thirsty, that's why they combine it with the juice.
That's great,
so
yeah.
each time you eat one, you should take a sip of this juice.
I'm gonna try this. All right. Oh, that is.
Wow.
When you say bean juice, it may not sound like the greatest tasting thing, but that is some of the best bean juice you'll ever have in your life. Oh man, that's good. It's so good. It's thick too. I think from the starchiness of the bean.
Wow.
It's good.
Perfect amount of citrusness. Wow.
Yeah. Just enough
really good.
citrusness. Shukran. Okay, so now we made it to kind of the center point of the city, the old city and the ancient clock tower. Hello. Hello. Oh man, when you're walking around here, there's just so much. Oh, hello. Oh, he opened his door. He opened, I think his window couldn't open, but he opened the door to say hello to us. People are so friendly, and if you look around, there's so much destruction. So many buildings are totally destroyed, but people here are so friendly.
So here the war was concentrated. That's why you see a lot of buildings destroyed here. The amount of destruction here is, I think, the most.
Yeah, it's quite shocking and sad, the destruction in the city, but in contrast, people here are just so welcoming now and just so friendly, and amazing to see that there is hope and rebuilding here.
Yes, buildings. We have a little mosque here also. It was destroyed during the war, but restored again.
Okay, great.
Yeah. We will go and see the mosque from inside. It's really beautiful.
Okay.
Really. So actually we are now in the mosque of Khalid, son of Walid. So he lived his last few years of his life in Homs, and he was buried there. And he was known as a very good leader in planning the wars. During the war, it was damaged severely, but it was restored again. And you can see the restoration. It is really successful.
So we're continuing, and next up we're on our way to Hama. Welcome to the next city, which is called Hama, and got some rain this afternoon. Rami, tell us a little bit about this city.
Actually Hama is famous for the water wheels. Fortunately, they are functioning, and they used to be for the irrigation, you know? And it's 3,000 years invention. Here they use it to raise the water of the Orontes River, because the Orontes River had the water level really down. So they wanted to come up with a way to bring the water up so that they use it for the irrigation. And that was the brilliant invention.
A 3,000-year-old invention, the water wheel, in Syria. To see one still at work now. I mean, this one is more recent than 3,000 years, but just the technology, the invention, moving that water across the aqueduct, it's so cool. It's beautiful though. The archways, the stones. It's cold, it's wet, but the ancient streets are incredible, and luckily, we're almost at the restaurant. Oh man, this place is buzzing. What an atmosphere. People are hanging out for the evening. A lot of shisha, a lot of relaxation, a lot of conversation. Something you'll love about Syria is just people take the time to hang out with friends and family. And yeah, we're here to eat, especially a dish that Rami has been telling me that's specific to Hama, that you have to come to Hama to eat this dish. Welcome, Mark. Whoa, it's a party restaurant. Oh, the bread. It's a total surprise. The welcome bread. They know how to have a great time in Syria. That's without a doubt. Oh man. So what's the name of this dish?
Batarsh.
Batarsh.
This is local for Hama. Hama is very famous for this.
Batarsh.
Batarsh.
Batarsh. They have an eggplant, almost like a mutabal base. So roasted eggplant on the bottom, made into a paste. In the meantime, he sizzles down like 4 big spoons of ghee. Oh, a lot of ghee goes in. Oh, so he melts down that ghee. All the lamb goes in. Chili powder, pepper, salt goes in. Oh, so looks like we have a combination of pine nuts and walnuts go in. Nice. Oh, you can immediately see those crispifying brown toasting in that ghee. Oh, that aroma. So it's a smashed eggplant on the bottom. Oh, smells like tomato sauce goes on. Okay. And then back over to the lamb. That sizzling lamb. Oh, he fishes it out, drains it out. It's so caramelized in there. And that goes directly on top of that eggplant tomato base. Oh, and the ghee. I don't want to break the seal. All those juices on the inside. Oh, and all the nuts. Look at that. What a dish. Okay.
Smells very good.
Yeah. Oh, man. That is so rich and so flavorful. Wow.
Wow, wow.
So you taste that smoky eggplant, the creaminess.
Wow.
But then it's made even richer by the tahini because of that sesame paste. And then you have that rich ghee-infused lamb and crispy lamb and all the nuts again. The pine nuts just give it like a boost of flavor as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah,
That's a real calorie-rich dish right there.
that's really good. Good. Yeah.
What a dish.
Very rich. Yeah.
Okay, and then you can also eat it with bread because it's perfect for scooping up. Scoop in. Oh, man. Oh, perfect. That is a next level mutabal.
Wow.
Those toppings. The pine nuts are actually incredible. I think it actually tastes better with the bread
I think so.
because it's so rich that you need that bread
Exactly. To absorb a little
Yeah.
bit of the
Yeah.
juice and
and to hold it together.
100%. Yeah.
This is a luxurious meal. This is another dish that you can only eat here in Hama.
Yes.
And we didn't see the process, but we just saw them light it on fire. It's this entire base is filled with cheese.
Yes.
And then it's like a lamb patty, like a lamb burger covering the entire pan. And then it's topped with a bunch of nuts, from pistachios to pine nuts to cashews. All cheese. Oh, that's amazing. It's straight as a lamb burger with
Exactly, yeah.
giant amounts of melted cheese.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh, it's so much cheese. It's absorbed the flavor of the lamb and the fat. It's like a lamb cheeseburger. An ultimate lamb cheeseburger. Can't think of a time I've ever had lamb and cheese together like this. That's such a unique combination in flavor.
Yeah. It's very good, yeah.
Yeah, the nuts make it really good.
Especially the vine, yeah.
And then we're gonna balance it all with an amazing bowl of fattoush, one of the great salads. What a mixture of fattoush. I even see some tarragon in there.
Yeah.
Tarragon, cucumbers, a variety of lettuce, tomatoes, all sorts of herbs. And you gotta have the crispy bread, right?
Yep.
Olive oil, pomegranate molasses. We've gotta balance all of the cheese and all of the lamb.
Wow.
Man, I love that. You can never have enough fattoush. I love the mixture of the lettuce, but all of those herbs are what just powers it with all that flavor. The flavor of the tarragon in there is incredible.
By the way, sometimes they put this to use it as a bread. Yeah.
Oh, you can scoop
So you
it.
take the whole thing and you scoop it and then you eat it.
All right. That is incredible. Sour, salty, a little bit sweet. I just love the sumac in there and all of those herbs. And as much meat as we've been eating, the vegetables are just sensational in Syria. Whoa, the fruit platter. Shukran. Oh, you can eat fruit. The coffee. Oh, yes. Coffee, you can't go wrong in Syria. Dark, strong, infused with cardamom. This is the way we have to pay for every meal. A whole stack of Syrian pounds.
Yes.
No credit cards, no debit cards, all cash. So you can imagine everyone has a whole stack of cash because 5,000 is the biggest bill, which is just 35 cents. Thank you, chefs. Shukran.
Welcome to Hama.
What a day of contrast, of learning, of traveling through Syria. Started in Damascus and then all the way to here to Hama. And actually we're continuing on to Aleppo, which is another 2-hour drive. But some of the things we saw were definitely shocking, disturbing, extremely sad. But what I've learned today is that there's so much hope and that Syrian people are some of the friendliest, some of the kindest, most resilient, most hospitable people in the entire world. And that is what's gonna stand out in my mind for the rest of my life. Huge thank you to my friend Rami. He's from Syrian Guides. He arranged our entire trip to Syria. I'll have his information in the description box below, but this entire trip wouldn't have been possible without Rami and his team. And also, make sure if you haven't watched this entire series, we're going around Syria eating some of the best Syrian food that you're not gonna wanna miss. So make sure you stay tuned for this entire series. It's been a huge eye-opener. And that's gonna be it though for tonight. I wanna say a big thank you for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I'd love to hear from you and see you on the next video.